Shalom, Lord Yahweh Shem Shah. Shalom to the left. That's my second time doing this video because I don't know what happened to it the previous time. I don't know if it's because the message came through or something, but basically what I was talking about was this event with Esau meddling in these different lands, and that's going to be part of the reason of their downfall. Them going over with the scenario with Ukraine and Russia, which they actually funding and helping them get arms and all type of other artillery so they can do what they do over there in that region, which they shouldn't be doing. You got civilians over here that need help. They're not really trying to help them out like that. They sending money over there. Then you got the situation with Taiwan and China. Let me see. Let me go back to it. I might have to go back to the actual video. But yeah, I'll just backtrack because, like I said, I don't know what happened to the actual video that I was recording, and I don't see it saved as it broke off. But anyway, let me scroll back just a little bit. And that's soon, man. That's what we right at the end of the month. It's not no far off scenario. And when I mentioned this, I spoke on it previously in the video, maybe like a week or two ago as well. I was like, hey man, this stuff can happen real quick, and it's really speeding up, man. The time's speeding up. I even see average people, I don't want to say just average, so like I see certain people that may not know these precepts like that and know these prophetic events, and they actually say time speed up. There's a reason for that. Like the scriptures say, the time should speed up in these times. Let me see. It's in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49. I'm going to just read back at 14, because that's where I left off at. Now it says, I've heard a rumor from the Lord, and ambassador sent to the heathen, saying, gather you together and come against her and rise up the battle. And all these moves that Esau making is actually going to make these nations rise up against them. They got the artillery now, and they working on building it up even more, as this video going to say. Now it says, the Lord will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. And it's a real bad time right now to be an Edomite. You don't want to be an Edomite right now. You want to be trying to see the Yaquab. Now it says, thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thy heart, O thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord Yahweh. Also Edom shall be a desolation, everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighboring cities thereof. And Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed with that nuclear fire too. Back then, it's just the angels split elements. Now, the Most High don't put a spirit on these scientists to actually create that same type of scenario to split those elements themselves and make a nucleus, also known as arrows in the scriptures. Now it saith the Lord, no man shall buy the neither the Son of Man shall dwell in it. And like I mentioned, I don't want to rise out. I build that number. Some of you I can. I would like to see y'all on them chariots when this take place, when the Lord sends his angels to the four winds of the earth, or the four corners of the earth to deliver Israel. Because building bunkers and trying to get a ticket on SpaceX and all that not gonna save your ass when this shit go down. She's not coming back down to rebuild nothing up. Being on the ground trying to hide out while this drop ain't gonna be a good idea either, because the earth should real to and fro like a drunkard. So you're gonna be shook up down there, might get stuck down there, walls collapse, sand collapse, who knows? The list goes on. And I says, behold, it shall come up like a lion from the sweating of Jordan against it, the habitation of the strong, but I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her, for who is like me, and who will appoint me the time, and who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord they have taken against Edom, his purposes they have proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. And that's what's going to happen with this event. Because the Persians, which something happened recently, I'm going to try to find that video after I go back to the Taiwan video. But a scenario happened recently, and the dude just got knocked off. One of those high level dudes over there, like the actual general. He had a nuclear scientist. Now it's another person. They say they ready to get revenge for that. And they've been saying that it just wasn't time yet. And I said the earth is moved at the noise of their fall, and the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. And where they at right now? Let's go to this. Let me go back to this. They right over there in that region right now. I see that's the scriptures coming to fruition, man. These times that we living in, man, like, hey, it's spooky to know that they actually hold these weapons that can destroy most of the population and all that stuff, but the Most High put a spirit in them to do so. Now, let me see, let me go down some more. In verse 22 it says, Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle, and spread his wings over Basra, that at that day shall the heart of the mighty man of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pains. And that's how they're going to be, man. Because, hey, simultaneously while this war kicking off, Yahweh Shai going to show up. And the Most High is not a man that he should lie. So he definitely sending the son for the naysayers. Like I remember I met this woman, and she was like, "Who you gonna call on your sky daddy?" And she was joking. Them same people they were talking that shit. They gonna see all this stuff manifesting, and they gonna hope they get on one of these ships too. You got some more down here. I ain't gonna go into this, but it's more. There's the judgment on Damascus. We stay over there in that area right now. Let me see. Let me go to this real quick. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 31. It says, And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to another. And that's the only way you're going to be getting up out of here, man. Ain't no SpaceX rocket saving you. Ain't no bunker saving your ass. Now, the elites that do escape, those, because there's going to be regions of the earth that actually don't get hit by this. Those are the ones that's going into captivity first. When they say the saints should take the kingdom. Because Esau not going to give that shit up. They're not just going to be like, damn, we done fucked up the earth. We need to let somebody else rule. No, they're not giving it up like that. The saints going to take the kingdom. And the saints go marching in. I see Esau's such a fucking devil. They wanna actually strike these facilities, which that's just gonna cause even more destruction too simultaneously. So hey, it's about to get real ugly, man. These next coming months. It's gonna be a wild summer. Now let me see, let me go to another precept. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. It says, Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. And when you go into that word smith, which I've done numerous times, I ain't gonna do it right now, but do your homework. Go into that word smith. It talks about gunsmiths, metalsmiths. You got locksmiths. You got all type of people that specialize in certain stuff. Just so happen these guys, these scientists, specialize in creating this. And Esau's scared because they know these heathens are gonna come up against them now. And see, they saying this is a drill. They might actually go ahead and just do it. It might not even be no drill. It's just a cover up. You know, you gotta read between the lines with Esau. And see, that's because the Most High set it up like that. Now let me see if I can find this actual other event. I want to say it's a commander, if I ain't mistaken. It's one of these guys. I happened to see it while I was just scrolling down on MSN. I may not be able to find the right way. If not, I'm gonna try to find it later. Let me see. I'm gonna have to type it in a certain way. Give me 1 minute. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Right here. Just what I was looking for. I had to do a little digging. I had to do some digging, but you know, if you dig enough, you're gonna find what you're looking for. Now it says Revolutionary Guard Colonel assassinated. They say Tehran takes no names, but points to U.S. and Israel. Because this definitely happened around the time that this drill supposed to go on. It's mighty suspicious, but you know Esau always meddling, like I mentioned. I ain't gonna let that whole video play. We can search it up. I'll leave this right here so you can see it. Search it up and look into it some more. Let me go to this. This other video with Taiwan. They're not in this so this been a little too lengthy. But see, Esau really not in control, like I mentioned in the video I was recording before it actually got deleted. The Most High is in control. King's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He turns it whatsoever he may. Let me go to that. They get up one day and say they're gonna do something. They're not doing that shit. The Most High gonna switch it up on them. I said, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh as the rivers of water. He turneth it whatsoever he will. He gonna turn it how you want to turn it. He gonna tell them, dude, we go to war. They're gonna end up gathering together over in the valley of Jehoshaphat and we warring with each other. And then Yahweh Shah gonna show up with them angels simultaneously while they launching all them nukes and they going at it with each other. The elect gonna get gathered. Esau remaining military gonna get wiped out, turned into dust, as it is written. It's gonna be so much shit going on at that time, man. It's gonna really be a high level. like something like never seen before on this earth. That's why them angels gonna need to manifest and help certain men. Like, you're not gonna really be able to just help yourself. Yeah, Esau don't have no business dealing with this shit. But once again, like in ancient Rome, they spread their military thin, and that's gonna cost them. On these videos, like they be changing the numbers and the views and shit, so they don't gain no traction or too many people don't hear about it like that. Man, Esau gonna be grabbing certain knocking him up, man. So be ready for that. You know, you out here to really be stirring up stuff and really going into full detail and full spectrum with these lessons. They listen to this stuff because they don't want to know how certain men know where you get this info from, how you get this info, how you can just sit down and break down all this stuff. You got paid scholars, people that went to seminary school, or like the elders say, cemetery school, and they don't even know these prophecies like that. But you got men that never went to those schools, took any of those classes. They can sit down and break down this whole roll front to back, all the books, not just one book. Mm. Let's see, I'm gonna just pause that right there. Esau pride done deceived them, man. Thinking they could just go deal with anything like they want to deal with. Let's see. Make this precept right here. See, I wasn't gonna get this one just yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it now. Let me see. It's in the book of Joel, chapter 3, and verse 2. It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. So the Most High gathering them right now. This is going on right now. This ain't going on in the next 5 years, 10 years and shit. This shit is going on right now. Let me go back. Into the book of Habakkuk. It's in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5. But I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and it's speaking right now. And it says, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come to pass, it will not tarry. And our people have been mentioning over the years, or your grandparents said that was going to happen, your auntie, your uncles, and them, they said that was going to happen. But it ain't happened yet. It wasn't time for it to happen yet. The elect had to get sealed. It's the elect is being sealed, as mentioned in the book of Revelation. And the angels letting them, matter of fact, let me get that since I'm thinking about it. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 7, and verse 1, I'm going to read on down. Now it says, and after these things I saw the four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor the sea, nor any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having a seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And that seal ain't talking about that Elon Musk seal, that what you call it, that Neuralink shit. They ain't talking about that. They're talking about actually having a name Yahweh Shalom shall seal your mind, actually being brought to remembrance of who you really are and applying these ways to your life. And then, hey, once everybody gets sealed up, it's a go. And you're going to see more of this manifest even more. So let me see, I'm going to get one more precept and I'm going to end this off. Let me go back to where I was at. I keep going back to this one. I know this one got to come out. Back in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, it's in verse 4, it says, Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yet also because he transgressed by wine, he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, which you see going on right now. They meddling over there in Ukraine. They meddling over there in Taiwan. They meddling over there with this Iran and Israel scenario. Oh, I forgot about the Yemen scenario. They meddling over, what the hell they doing over there in Yemen? They meddling over there with the South Korea scenario because they, best believe they be keeping tabs on little rocket mans, as they call them. They meddling everywhere but where they should be at, man. Now it says, neither keepeth at home, or enlarges his desire as hell, and ears as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And these are the characteristics of Esau. And we can scroll down some more, something else I want to pull from out of this. Yep, this is what I'm going to end this off with. Now, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 8. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations. Who spoiled many nations? And still do that to this day. You have to really internalize what the stuff we're saying and really pay attention to what's going on right now and in past times. It says, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. It says, I said I'm going to enter on verse 8, but more keep coming out. It says, woe to him that conveyeth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high. And that's how Esau got up. They didn't get up on no, good terms and doing good deals. They got up by committing evil. It says that he may be delivered from the power of evil. They're not going to be delivered. They're going to be delivered right into captivity. Like the scripture says, those who leave in captivity shall go into captivity. Those who kill with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And that's what's going on. People talk about karma and what do they call it? What you put in the universe, you get back. Well, Esau put out this in the universe and they finna get it back. So I just want to bring this out. I don't want to righteous out this edifying. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shalom to the left.